Hey, Fran fam, welcome to Life in Style with Francyne, TGIF. Can anybody else say that? TGIF? But you know what? The great thing about it being Friday is this is I have an opportunity to interview someone that I've been excited about all week. Her name is Brina Torch. She's 16 years old. 16, man, I remember 16. Beautiful young woman. She's a singer and songwriter. She's from New York, and she's here to talk about her her new upcoming single, Barbie. Please join me in welcoming Brina to the show. Hey, Brina.
Hi, Francyne.
How are you, darling?
I'm very excited to be here today. I'm feeling very great.
I'm excited for you. Let's talk about you're 16.
Yes.
And obviously there have been other singers that have started as young as you.
Mm-hmm.
How did you come to realize you wanted to be a singer?
Well, I think I came to realize I wanted to be a singer. I was, 3 years old.
Okay.
And I was at one of those party places that you go to for a kid's birthday party. It was my friend's birthday. And they had a little mini stage and a little mini microphone. And I was a kid that always wanted attention. I'm a Gemini. So
hey, what is your birthday, girl?
June 11th.
June 12th.
No way.
Yes, way. Yes, Gemini's rock.
Mm-hmm, exactly.
Yeah. So it was a birthday. You were on stage. You saw there was this mini stage, kind of like maybe a Chuck E. Cheese or something like that.
Exactly.
Yeah. Okay.
So I was like performing. I was singing probably a Taylor Swift song, and it felt so good, and I was so happy about it. So I knew that's what I wanted to do for the rest of my life.
That is amazing. I think it's a blessing when you can realize very young what it is you want to do, and then you stay on that path to become that, because that was when you're 4 and now here you are 16. I also read something about your uncles were some of the influences as far as you wanting to be a performer. Talk a little bit about that.
So my uncle, he owns a karaoke bar in the city, so in Manhattan, and he always would sing with my dad around the house. We'd go to have family meetings and stuff like that, and they would always sing together. And I think that's where I get my musical gene. Also, my grandfather, he used to play instruments by ear. So I think it runs in the family, and that's what made me want to be a singer, essentially.
Okay. Now, who are some of your musical influences?
So some of my musical influences, my biggest would have to be Lady Gaga. I love her message of being true to yourself. I love how she goes on stage, and it's not just a regular performer. It's Lady Gaga. You're seeing a show.
Yeah.
And a story that I have from like when I was 5, I was in kindergarten. My mom gets a call because I used to always sing Lady Gaga songs. I would sing Bad Romance at like reading time.
Yeah.
And mom gets a call from my kindergarten teacher. She's all nervous. And she's saying, what's wrong? My kindergarten teacher is like, well, I think we have a little bit of a problem. Your daughter keeps singing Lady Gaga songs. And I'm a little concerned. Is there anything going on? She's like, you're concerned by my daughter listening to Lady Gaga? She was very confused. But I think since that young age, I've always loved Lady Gaga.
Now, I also read that there was some of your influences were Frank Ocean. Mm-hmm. That's an interesting influence. Talk about that.
So my brother, Dominic, I have 3 brothers. So my middle brother, he started listening to Frank Ocean, like I want to say 2012.
Yeah.
And I would listen to him with my brother, and I just loved his voice, and I loved his songs, how they they painted a picture in my brain. I'm a very visual person. Mm-hmm. So when I listen to a song, it's not just like, obviously sometimes you want to listen to a song just to listen to a song, But
Yeah.
I love to see a picture being painted, and I feel like with his music, he always paints a picture when you listen to it.
Wow. So here you are. You have a very exciting um, thing happening in another week. Let's talk about that thing, that the newly released or newly upcoming single, Barbie.
So, Barbie was written kind of like a response of today's society. You know, I see so many girls, especially when you're a teenager, you're starting to grow up. You see that there's like a perceived perfect person almost. So, like perfect hair, perfect makeup. And don't get me wrong, I love to do my hair, I love to do my makeup. Like, I clearly, but
Yeah.
I do because I like to do it for myself. And I
But
feel
you
like
look
Barbie,
gorgeous, by the way.
thank you so much. So are you.
Thank you. I appreciate that.
You're welcome. So Barbie's kind of written about how all these people are changing, becoming fake people, but you should stay true to yourself because that's something I stand for so heavily. I think everybody, my thing that I live by is you're only with yourself from your birth to your death, so might as well make yourself happy as long as you're not hurting yourself or anyone else. So Barbie's kind of written as a way for girls to realize, and boys too, it's okay to be yourself even when other people are changing.
Wow. You know what I have to say this, Brina. You know, I know you're 16, but that is a very mature and not mature and like you're so mature, but such a well thought out it's like you've that's a very old soul kind um, of rhetoric or just to feel that way and think that way and really think about how or look at things in such a mature way and you're already on your way to becoming it sounds like this woman who is going to think for herself because in society you see it where we are always especially women for the most part somewhat being told how to talk how to think what to wear how to wear our hair at least when I was 16 that was happening and I had those same encounters it's like no this is who I am and this is but it takes a lot of courage so that is very admirable now is this your first single?
This is not my first single. I actually have two singles out on all major platforms. Capsize, which I released last year, and Mean Girls, which I released 2 years ago.
Okay. Now, is this going to be part of another project?
Yes. So I do have an upcoming EP. It's called Monet. And I don't have an exact date yet for when it's going to be released, but I'm just going to say if you're having a Halloween party, you might want to play it.
Ah, okay. Okay. Now, what are some of the other how did you decide that you were going to call it Monet? Why Monet?
I decided to call my EP Monet because I think of a Monet painting. You know, you look close and it looks like one big picture, but there's secretly little messages and little things in each Monet painting that make it so unique. And I think Monet is like that because, you know, the big picture is adolescence, growing into from a child to a teenager. So that's the transitional period.
Sure.
And each song is like the little picture, you know, growing up, dealing with boys, dealing with becoming who you are, dealing with stuff like that. So I think Monet stands for the big picture, but the songs are the little pictures.
And I don't remember, I think we caught this, but I just want to make sure we emphasize that the single Barbie is due out when?
Barbie is due to be released September 25th on all major streaming platforms.
Okay.
And the music video for Barbie is also expected to be released same day on YouTube about 12 o'clock in the afternoon Eastern Standard Time.
Okay. Wow. That sounds just so exciting. I am just happy for you. That has to make you feel amazing that you have, that you are accomplishing something at such a young age. Very wise. I have to say, very wise. Just a beautiful old soul. Um, so I wish you well on this new single. Um, we can't we can't tease it, can we? Can we get some vocals?
We can get a little bit.
Just a little bit, just a tease, just a little tease.
So, you so oh.
Go ahead. Go ahead. We're ready.
You so plastic. I'll never be like you, so plastic. I'll never be like you, I'm classic. I'll never be a Barbie girl.
Oh, girl. You got a little bit of pipe on you. Wow. Wow. Thank you so much for being on the show. We wish you so much success. Certainly have many years ahead of you where you are going to just blow up. And we look forward to seeing you just doing it.
Thank you so much for having me today, Francyne. I had such a great time. I'm very excited to speak to you soon.
Oh, yes. I was excited when I talked to Amy and I said, absolutely. And then I read your story, the bio, and I was just like, oh my goodness, a musical guest? Absolutely. Doing her thing, girl power. And plus, I realize now that you're a Gemini too. Oh, girl, you can definitely come back.
So much.
Yeah, and the video will be released shortly thereafter the single?
Yes.
Okay.
So it will be released at 12 p.m. Eastern Standard Time.
Okay. And we can actually follow you on your social media and keep up with everything that's going on with the single and the video, correct?
Correct, yes. So my social media is Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, and YouTube, all Brina Torch.
Okay.
And there's a lot of stuff coming, so I would suggest you follow me on those
places.
Yes,
yes, absolutely. And Brina is actually short for Sabrina, correct?
Correct.
Okay. All right. Well, thank you, Brina. Have a wonderful rest of the day. We appreciate you coming on, giving us some exclusive on Life and Style with Francyne. Again, we wish you well. Take care and have a wonderful weekend.
Thank you so much. You have a wonderful weekend too, and you viewers as well.
You too, honey. Thank you. Bye-bye.
Goodbye.
Wow, what an incredible young woman. So her single Barbie will be released next Friday, the 25th, and the video subsequently thereafter. Thank you for tuning in to Life and Style with Francyne. We appreciate you for watching. And if you'd like to be a guest on the show, drop us a line at lifeandstylewithfrancyne@gmail.com. Follow us at Francyne Walker TV on Instagram. And you can also like my Facebook page, Life and Style with Francyne. And of course, don't forget to subscribe and like my YouTube page, Francyne Walker. Just do the hashtag Francyne Walker. And we'll see you soon. Have a great weekend and have a great day.